Hi, welcome. And I'm so glad that you're here. And this is Ronnie with Embracing Your Light, Reclaiming Your Power Within. So you have gotten to get to the ultimate meditation, really changing the neuron pathways in your brain so that you can manifest and create the things in your life that you want, deserve, and dream to have, right? We all want that. But before I give you over to the meditation, I'd like to just go over a few things so you understand how important this is. So let's talk about the conscious mind and subconscious mind for just a moment. So the conscious mind really controls our logic, calculations, and our actions, right? It's where all of our decision making is played in. Our subconscious mind controls where we go based off of its programming. Well, let me say that again. It reacts based off its programming. So the point of that is that it's like a GPS, for example. So you put a destination in, you're ready to go there, and then you change your mind and decide to go a different route. What does the GPS do? It reprograms itself, right? But it's still going to the same destination. But it really wants to reroute you and take you back to where it is. So your brain is programmed. By the time you're 18 years old, it is already programmed to have the thoughts and the patterns instilled in everything that you've learned from all the downloads, from what you've seen, from what your parents have taught you, from what your friends have taught you, from what your teachers, even society, even commercials have taught us to react in certain patterns. This is called the code. The code meaning that your brain understands the way you need to react for your own protective mechanisms. It's designed, where the ego lives, it's designed to protect you. That's what it was in primitive time, because God forbid we walked into a cave with a lion and then we did it again the next day. So it's designed to protect you. So these mechanisms have been set up in your brain from a very early age, and it programs you to think and react in certain scenarios. For example, if you are trying to reconcile a relationship and your patterns, and you're trying really, really, really hard, but your patterns still stay the same, and you think, wow, I'm really trying here. Why can't I change the patterns? It's because the subconscious mind has already been programmed, and it will fight you tooth and nail. Like the GPS, it's going to still get you back on the path. It's its job. So what we're trying to do here is so that you can manifest the life of your dreams. Call it law of attraction, call it whatever it is. But most of the time, law of attraction doesn't work because people don't understand this component part of it. So repetition can really change neural pathways and reprogram everything that you've been trained and what you taught yourself to think like in an early age, which is completely fascinating. So what do you want to create? Here's the core of it. Repetition creates change, right? You go to the gym, you can't just stand in the window and look at people working out. Nothing's going to change. You have to put in the work. So we're basically breaking down all the downloads that have been instilled in us. We try and try and try every year to get new dreams and new fulfillments and new things manifesting in our lives. And then we find ourselves back in the same spot. Why? Because of the programming. So quantum physics states that what you attract is what you project. And most of us don't even know that we're actually projecting these subconscious feelings, emotions, and reactions. It just happens without even thinking about it, right? So what we're going to do is go with the quantum physics philosophy, and if that's the case, then we're going to change the course pattern of our brain. Now, if you spend 10 minutes a day in the morning and 10 minutes a day in the evening, it will reprogram the neural pathways that have been instilled in you. You have to do it for a little bit of time, but I promise you, After 21 days to 30 days, you will start to see a pattern. If you do it for 60 days, it will be eliminated for good. So I listened to this guy, and I love this man. His name is Kyle Cease. And here's kind of the concept behind it. So when you tell your brain that certain things are happening in your life, so for example, if you start to manifest what has already happened for the future, it downloads into your cell system, and it gives the message that something has already happened. See, the brain doesn't understand. The subconscious mind doesn't understand what is real and what is not real. It doesn't understand the present moment. What it does understand is past feelings, and it understands future feelings, right? So it rarely lives in the present moment. So in the present moment, if we can start to design it to think that it's feeling something in the future, if the quantum physics is correct, you will attract what you project. So if we start to project the future into our present moment and start to really believe it and repeat it, it will transform you. It will transform your cellular system. It will transform the nuclear pathways in your brain, and you will start to act and be a completely different person. No matter what your past is, no matter what the history is, this works. I'm telling you, if you want to manifest something, if you want to be in the best shape that you can possibly be in, what does it take? It takes not just going to the gym, it takes changing your diet. If you just do this for 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening, I promise you, your neural pathways will change, and the people around you will start to notice, and they'll wonder what the hell is going on with her, or him, for that matter. So, what do you really want to be? You have the capability of changing it. You have everything that you need to change the neural pathways and the thought process, and so that you can create the life that you dreamed of. You can bring back your power and really claim everything that you want. See, this is the realism of law of attraction. Most of us think that it's just like pretending, sitting around thinking about what we want to be and that fancy car we want. No, this is about taking the brain and calming it down and putting it into the present moment. So if we change the way that you think and you change the way that you feel, you can change your entire life. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you what I know. So if you do this exercise with conviction and with dedication, I promise you anything that you want to create in your life can happen. So let's go back to Kyle Cease. So Kyle Cease does this exercise, and you should look him up. He's amazing. He's fantastic. Kyle Cease does this exercise. It's called the Colego exercise. The Colego exercise is every time he would go, he's a comedian that is now gone into motivational speaking, but anyways, every time he would go to an audition, he would pretend on his way there that he was talking to his friends and he was telling them about the experience afterwards. Not only that, but he would say what happened 6 months afterwards. For example, oh my God, I listened to this meditation that Ronnie gave. She's a transformation coach. And after I listened to that, I did it every day for 6 months, and I created the business I wanted. I finally found the man of my dreams. My life feels organized, and there's so much money coming in, like I can't even believe it. I created my book. Like, and get into the excitement of it, and you start, the body doesn't understand that. It thinks it's in the future. Because remember, the mind thinks in the past, or the subconscious mind thinks in the past and in the future. So when we start to do those exercises, it's kind of like we're playing a little trickery with the brain, right? We're just changing up the pathways so we can open up possibilities that are beyond what we ever thought imaginable. What is the possibility for you? real change can happen. Repetition is where it happens. If you do this exercise every morning, every night, I promise you, things will never look the same for you. And you will finally gain control back. And I've given you now teeny little keys to how to tap in to what all the great masters have always known. So enjoy it. Go to the next slide or the next video or download, however I've got this delivered to you at this point, and enjoy it and take back and reclaim your power to live the life of your dreams. Bye for now. Signing off, Ronnie.